Hi, this is not a spring chicken. Well, Hurricane Gustav may be causing problems down in New Orleans, but I can tell you it's still a little bit windy here too. I wonder if we're getting some of that here. Anyway, we'll bring Oldecam on for comments on the headlines of today.
And I'm wearing my Snoop Dogg shirt.
Is your Snoop Dogg? I do like that shirt.
Yes, I got two of them. They were nice.
And your life and death. Actually, they're really lightweight. Anyway, Gustav damages thousands of homes and businesses in Cuba.
Oh, yeah, but then again, who cares?
Palin's, if you're in that area, although it's Cuba.
We aren't in that area.
Palin's daughter expecting.
Yeah, it seems that the mainstream press, especially the Democrats, are jumping for joy because they see one of Obama's blogs used the W word to refer to the young lady as. So they've gotten very personal, the Democrats now, and McCain is very unhappy about it.
Well, the bad part is that was on one of his official blogs.
Yeah. Then they haven't, at least as far as I know, they haven't retracted anything yet, and Obama has not apologized.
Well, that's really bad. I mean, part of it is here they're calling her names,
yeah,
and they're mad because
let's see,
the Republicans were talking about his wife who's making political speeches.
Yeah, one of them is a typical Republican hypocritic blank female.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Gustav sucks air out of the GOP cells.
No, it's actually they're milking it for everything that is worth, because they were going to have a boring convention. Now they have a boring convention that's at least 1 day shorter. Because we could be there too, folks. I mean, we're part of, as we were part of the DNC, we are part of the Republican National Commission Press too. So,
I know, we had all these invitations to go to different places.
We were this morning we're supposed to be an 8:30 breakfast for the Democrats and a 9:30 presidential thing. So. But we're here at the beach where there's nobody at either.
And we're still getting the information remotely. Yeah. U.S. to hand over security control of Anbar as Ramadan begins.
Yeah, well, basically, despite the Democrats' best desires to lose the war all wars come to an end one way or the other, and this one's ending. Millions
of Americans remain in the workforce as they live longer.
Yeah, I mean, how many people actually retire at 60? I don't know of many 60-year-olds that retire in this country ever.
Study, scarce ocean resources causing whales to lose blubber.
Well, yeah.
Did they go on a diet?
No, they're over, the same things that whales eat, Japanese and Asians eat, and they're overfishing the areas.
Oh, I see. Eclipsed by Gustav, pared down convention begins.
Yeah. Well, because, like I said, nobody pays any attention to the first couple of days anyway. It's the vice president and the presidential nominations, the only thing getting any press. I mean, when I was young...
Unless you're a cable station.
Okay, we put it 50 years ago, the Mickey Mouse Club beat the Republican and National Party conventions in ratings. It was only on for a half hour each day.
Oil gains over $1 as Gustav shuts U.S. output.
Well, the oil companies are just jumping up in joy, I mean, because they got an excuse to raise prices.
Bush heads to Texas as Gustav menaces.
Yeah, well, we were.
Well, he was there already this morning.
There, I mean, well, because it's this, okay, they don't have a lot of news on holidays. We're talking on some of the news. Batman reaches magic $400 million mark. It hit $500 million yesterday, but the news is still up.
Well,
because they got so many spaces to fill, and they have to fill them.
Well, actually, we're lucky we have enough news to cover for today that's not recycled.
Well, Gustav gives us some more news, so.
That's right. Russia warns West against Georgia support.
Yeah, but it's all right for them to give support, but not for anybody else.
Mexican leader meets anti-crime march organizers.
Yeah, like that's going to make any difference. Now, they know who all the organizers are, so too bad for the organizers.
Gustav's possible economic hit is widespread.
Yeah, well, because they're not making any money on the holiday. That's where the economic impact is.
Yeah, and you can tell it's a holiday or the weekend because there goes the Curacao.
All it does is sell back and forth and back and forth.
Well,
but if you get too far out, nobody sees it anyway.
Well, that's true. It's got to be close.
Where you can see it, there isn't anybody on this beach.
Incremental, although they went through the canal area, so
yeah, but
who knows?
Nobody there.
Incremental Anbar drawdown expected.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking. This was news from days ago. The day they're already talking about the drawdown being almost complete. I love news on a holiday.
Hey, we do have some new things. You know, fortunately for us, there are new things coming out.
Okay, I'll do the important news thing then.
Okay.
Okay, we were created by Hurricane Katrina.
Yes.
You know, we started out basically as a dog blog that people started sending us information about what was going on in the relief effort. We started getting invited to things that were being done. Those invitations got us other invitations, and we sort of grew a dog blog into a full produced operation. But we were invited to go to cover Gustav this week, but unfortunately it was decided that to send to Montavious to cover the hurricane would be an ecological damage, because they figured if she was to lift her leg, and yes, even though she is a girl, she does lift her leg, that Obama and McCain would be falling over themselves, bringing armies of people down there to correct the ecological problem caused by one little wheaten dog lifting a leg. So we decided, rather than cause that problem for both political candidates, we decided to stay put. But filled some time, didn't it? Yes, we are slow on news today, people.
Hey, how about Obama deals gently with Palin on equal pay issue?
Yeah, and then he pounded on her rear end over her daughter being pregnant. He's got 2 daughters, folks, so we wait for that to come up.
Indicted Louisiana House member bids for a 10th term.
Why should that make any difference? They knew what he was before the last election, so now he's got an indictment which makes him even more popular.
I know, amazing how that happens, right?
Yeah.
Burning Man Festival nears end in Nevada desert.
Yeah, we didn't even realize that we keep getting invited to that thing. That thing is north of Reno. I mean, that's like driving to Denver, Colorado to go see a statue get burnt.
Oh.
Yeah.
Although the Burning Man is supposed to be a big fun festival.
Oh, yeah.
Out in the middle of the desert.
The problem is you got sandstorms.
Well, you know, bring your motor home.
Yeah.
That's right. FEMA head works to restore agency's image.
Well, okay, FEMA is FEMA. I mean...
It's a government organization.
Government was not... Okay, no matter what the Democrats say, the worst possible thing you could ever get injected in your life is the government, because they do everything ass backwards.
New Orleans leaders confident the police won't bolt.
Yeah. Well, okay, they aren't there, so they're not going to bolt.
Gustav gives Nagin a second chance to get it right.
Yeah, folks, because this was not the Democrats were in charge of all of that area. It was a Democratic governor, Democratic this, Democratic that, and they blamed it on the Republicans for not having cooperation with the Democrats.
Which is, the message is, don't be like Bush on Katrina.
I know, that's a good one. Bush did nothing wrong. He went there just as soon as he could. He sent the help just as soon as he could. Because, no one knows when a nuclear bomb is going off, but every time somebody says something, should we send the entire force of the world towards that area? No, you can't. You just have to simply roll the dice and hope that things don't go bad. That time it did go bad. Mm-hmm. This time it's basically everybody's overreacting.
UN chief, next U.S. president must lead on climate.
Well, he's counting on Obama being president. So Republicans will do what they can, but they're not going to simply they're not going to throw the baby out with the dishwater.
Satellite phones make cowboys wildfire sentinels.
Oh, I know. I mean, can you imagine a guy on a horse with a satellite phone? I mean...
Yeah.
I mean,
it's the only way to keep in touch.
We do know a cowboy from Texas that has a satellite phone.
Yeah, I imagine that.
Right.
Passengers stranded after Zoom planes grounded.
It's a Canadian airline. I mean, basically, the airline industry is sucking air.
Now, of course, President Barack Obama said he was ready to mobilize an army to assist with hurricane relief in the Gulf states.
Now, this one on the internet really pissed me off. The man is not president of the United States, and to say that he's going to send an army is a connotation of soldiers. Is he going to send an armed military force down there to seize the Louisiana provinces?
A Monty Bubbleism from the Mark Twain of the Animal Kingdom.
It's actually all right to look good, folks.